Whenever you're ready.
Capitalism is dead. Well, not quite, but it's on the way. I'm Gaston Marion, and today I wanted to share with you how capitalism is rendering itself obsolete and what's to follow it. Capitalism as an economic system has always sought increased profits, usually by increased efficiency in production. But with the coming wave of automation, this efficiency is going to put a lot of people out of work. Unemployment rates will skyrocket, higher than those during the Great Depression, and any kind of social safety net proposed to counter the coming issue is ignored or laughed off, criticized for being unrealistic or worse, socialist. It's imperative that more people understand the logic behind a country providing all of its citizens with a regular payment as a means of sharing the nation's prosperity. A universal or unconditional basic income is exactly what it sounds like. Every citizen, regardless of circumstance, would get a monthly payment to say, hey, thanks. We appreciate you being here, and we're doing pretty well, so here's a little something so you don't have to starve to death just because all the cashier jobs are gone. Everyone knows the basics of capitalism. Trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profit rather than being state-owned. Many people think of the term the invisible hand of the market, coined by John Smith, author of Wealth of Nations. Modern capitalism is a little different though. Money can be put into investments and profit can be drawn from dividends with no real work done by that person. Thus, those with money are able to get rich without doing anything, just investments. This helps explain a phenomenon reported by Deborah Hard-Doom in a report for Oxfam that estimated the 8 richest people have more wealth than the poorest 50% globally. Michael Norton, Harvard Business School, wrote in a report, Building a Better America. He surveyed 5,000 people. They agreed that this was the ideal wealth distribution. 92% of the 5,000 people agreed that that was ideal. This graph shows what the respondents believed the actual wealth distribution was. This is just American wealth distribution. And this one, you can see what they thought the ideal was in the white graph. The green graph is what they thought the actual one was. And the gray graph is the actual wealth distribution in America. It's pretty insane. These people never have to work a day in several lifetimes. If that's the case, how will things get made if they never have to work? Most people have heard of automation, like this assembly line, large robots building cars. Like early computers, these are big, single-purpose machines, not flexible. Computers got better, cheaper, more versatile, and became invaluable to everything. Same thing will happen to robots. Meet Baxter. Created by Rethink Robotics, he's what can be thought of as a general-purpose robot. He can do basically any work that's within his reach, and he costs about the same as the average salary for a year. It's like $20,000 to get a robot, and then he runs on pennies worth of electricity 24 hours a day. He can do most jobs, and he can play tic-tac-toe and cheats. Now, there are lots of companies working on robots. These 3 are created by Boston Dynamics. They do a lot of amazing work, and with robots like these, you don't have to have a specialized warehouse to house specialized robots that can work in that warehouse. They can work in a human environment. They can walk around a regular store and stock shelves. And self-driving technology is also going to be very big in the coming years. You have big names like Google and General Motors creating cars and vehicles that will drive themselves. In America, the transportation industry employs 3 million people. And when those long-haul truck drivers and taxi drivers are replaced, they will need something to do. Besides physical work, there is also work being done in artificial intelligence where they program a computer to do thinking work. This is IBM's Watson on his Winning Jeopardy! And right now they're using Watson in lots of different fields, including some work in the medical field, helping doctors make diagnoses. And that promises to take lots of thinking jobs as well, white-collar work. In his 2016 article, 15 Million Jobs at Risk of Automation, Kenneth Baker discusses the potential for the loss of 15 million jobs in the UK labor market to some sort of automation. This is significant because according to the National Statistics, the Office of National Statistics puts the UK labor force at just over 30 million. So if 15 million jobs get automated, that is 50% of the workforce is gone, and then they need something to do. Imagine that in the US. 50% of jobs gone, that's tens of millions of workers. We need a solution for a world in which millions of people are not just unemployed, but unemployable. There is this conflict between profit maximizing and increasing efficiency. Some level of scarcity is valuable in an economy so that prices stay high and it's profitable to make something. But if people need money, why not just give it to them if they can't work? An unconditional basic income isn't welfare. If you work on welfare, you lose it. But everyone gets a universal basic income, UBI. You can work if you want, but you don't have to. And if you do choose not to work, then you're basically being paid to stay out of the labor market, which is being paid to leave a space open for someone who does want to work and make more money. If implemented, imagine the savings from consolidating all the offices that can handle current social programs, welfare, social security, disability, everyone into one office and sending out one check to everyone. That's a lot of overhead costs that can be cut down. There is a dangerous argument in the country about a Puritan work ethic. From the early days of our country, John Smith said, "He who does not work, neither shall he eat." But this comes from a time when they needed people to work to have a working society, and that just, it won't be the case for long. It's a flawed argument from a different time. Why do we want people to do busy work just to live? So that's the basic idea. Capitalism likes profits and efficiency, which leads to automation, which creates a society that can't support capitalism. We need to be open to alternatives. We can't let our choices be driven by fear. We will eventually have the opportunity for the necessities of life to be free. We just have to be okay with the idea of sharing that abundance rather than believing in the words of those who are worried about the loss of the power